Today on College Talk TV, we are talking about relationships. Do you want to improve yours? Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Bonnie Chow, and welcome to another episode of College Talk TV, brought to you by Smartte, where we touch on topics that are relevant to college women today. Today we are at the Wayne Huizenga School of Business at Nova Southeastern University, and today we are talking about relationships. And to join us, we have our expert, Dr. Rachel Needle. Welcome,
Hi.
Dr. Rachel.
Thank you.
Would you please introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Dr. Rachel Needle. I'm a licensed psychologist at the Center for Marital and Sexual Health of South Florida. I'm also the executive director of the Whole Health Psychological Center in West Palm Beach, Florida, and an adjunct professor here at Nova Southeastern University.
Thank you, Dr. Rachel, and welcome.
Thank you.
We also have today our panel of 6 smart, outstanding college women. Ladies, welcome, and could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm a sophomore at Florida Atlantic University.
I'm Jasmine. I'm a graduate student here at Nova Southeastern University.
I'm Angela. I'm a junior at Florida Atlantic University.
I'm Sarah, and I'm a freshman at Florida Atlantic University.
Hi, I'm Jessley, and I'm a junior at Nova Southeastern University.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm a junior at Nova Southeastern University.
Ladies, thank you for being here today, and let's get started. We're talking today about relationships. And the question I have for the panel, Angela, this one's for you, is talk about the relationship that you have with yourself now that you're in college.
I feel the relationship I have with myself has grown since I've gotten to college. I've learned to become more independent and to keep a balance between work and school and social life. And I've discovered a lot more about myself and made a lot of new friends, which has helped me along the way. So.
Piggybacking off of that, having a relationship with yourself is one of the most important relationships to have. Because once you know yourself and you understand how you react in situations and what you feel comfortable in, you're able to have, successful and meaningful relationships with others.
That's fantastic. And that actually brings us to another question. Once you get to know yourself, you identify what you want for yourself. And part of that identification process is also picking a mentor. So Jasmine, my question to you is, do you feel it's important to have a mentor? If so, who and why?
I think it's extremely important to have a mentor. When picking mentors, I think it's extremely important to find your focus because there's 2 different types of mentors in my opinion. You have your mentor that has gone down the path that you would like to go in and you want to follow in their footsteps. And so meeting with them regularly and asking them questions on how you can get to where they're at can be very beneficial. But then there's also a different type of mentor. You have the mentor that's just there for mental support and, spiritual stability, in which you can talk to them about anything to help you get from one step to the next. So they may not have the experience in the field that you may want to go into, but they're there to support you and to push you to the next level.
Ladies, do you also feel that it's important to identify a mentor early on in your college life? Whether it's someone who's already gone on the journey that you are just starting professionally or another part of your life? Or do you also feel that you need a mentor to help you as part of your support system as you enter this new and exciting part of your life starting college?
Well, I personally think it's a great idea to have a mentor in college, especially I think maybe more than one is a good idea because then you have more than one opinion and then you have more than one different focus because you might have an option of where you want to go in life, but you're always going to be changing that, most likely, because I've always known what I wanted to do, but I feel like I could tweak it a little, and seeing what other people go through and what they teach me is really important to how I get there in life. And if it's not exactly how I planned it to be, then that's fine, as long as I get there.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic, ladies. Christine, my question to you is, how about the relationship with your peers and peer pressure? How does that affect your college life?
Well, I think the relationship that you have with your peers, it's very direct to how you act, and also with the relationship you have with yourself, I think it's very direct. When you go into college, I think your first friend is your roommate, and so you kind of like cling on to them, and also you want to like fit in and see like, oh, well, if she's doing that, I'm gonna do that, and so that's when the peer pressure goes in, because you want to fit in, you want to be like be part of the college experience. And so I think it's good to have that good relationship with yourself first, to know your morals, your values, and where you draw the line, to have a good relationship with your peers, because you want to have a healthy, be on your own and also have a social life.
And it's really important not to just jump into relationships. You want healthy relationships, not unhealthy ones. So healthy ones are the ones that you feel comfortable in, where you feel like you're in your boundaries and your values are being met. So you don't want to jump into any relationship, because like she was saying, when you come into college, typically people cling on to their roommates or the first person they met at orientation. And usually later down on the road, you and that person are no longer close friends, because you then realize that both of you didn't have the same values, both of you weren't heading the same direction, morally or whatever other way. So it's important to realize that you want to have meaningful relationships, and in order to do that, it takes time and it takes realization of what you want at the end of the day.
One big thing is that you really need to learn independence, especially in college, because it's your first time, for the most part, on your own, and it's when you're trying to discover yourself and learn things about yourself. And so if you're just clinging on to someone the whole time, you're not going to learn these things about yourself. And so even though it is good to have someone there for you, you also need to be there for yourself and kind of figure out what your own values are.
All right, thank you ladies again. Great discussion, great conversation on relationships and the different relationships that you find yourself in with yourself and your peers and your mentors as you continue in your journey and your college experience. All right, we are going to take a break, and when we get back, we will have some solutions for you from Dr. Rachel, so stay tuned.
Have you ever felt like you weren't pretty enough?
Yes, I have. Have you ever felt the pressure to be skinny?
Yeah, I felt that way too.
Did you know that almost 95% of all women worry about their appearance on a daily basis?
I believe it. It's nice to know that we're not alone. With all today's unhealthy thoughts and images from today's social role models, it's no wonder we feel this way.
It seems like our society judges a woman's success just by what they look like. No wonder why, with today's social role models who are famous for nothing and just selling being pretty.
You know what? Enough is enough. It's time for a change. Have you heard of Smartte?
Yes, I have. I believe we can provide better role models and a better future for women all across America. And it's starting with the Smartte movement, which is going on in all campuses today.
With Smartte, we can redefine success as having a great education, being healthy, not just skinny, having strong values, and contributing to our communities.
It's time for all of us to get together and make our future better. We believe we can do this, but we need you to be the change. If you're an outstanding college woman and want to make a difference by being a Smartte role model, apply to IamSmartte.com.
Welcome back. We are here with Dr. Rachel, along with our panel of outstanding college women talking about relationships. And just to recap our discussion on relationships with our panel, the following issues came up. We talked about the relationship with yourself in college. We talked about the opportunity and how important it is to find a mentor, whether it's emotional support or whether it is to identify a mentor that has already gone on a journey that you are looking to embark on, as well as the relationship with peers and peer pressure. So now we're going to go ahead and turn that over to Dr. Rachel. Where should we start with solutions, Dr. Rachel?
I'm going to start with the mentoring relationship. Establishing clear goals and expectations from the beginning will help you to present yourself in a positive and confident light. To gain a mentoring relationship takes advocating for yourself. So you can't just kind of fade into the background with other students. You have to do things like sit in front of the classroom and be assertive. So ask professors for ways that you can become involved. My suggestion is to also look at what it is the professor's interested in and what they're doing for research, and approach them for conversations where you can add value and meaning to the conversation based on what you know that their interests are. So you want to make yourself stand out. The second solution has to do with personal relationships. Know yourself. Know what your core values are and what's important to you. You want to seek out relationships with people that have similar core values. You don't want to put yourself in situations where you're compromising yourself, or situations in which you're going to feel badly about yourself afterwards. You know, the most important relationship you're going to have is going to be with yourself, so make sure that you know what's important to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rachel. And a third and final solution that we'd like to offer to college women out there today as well is to expand on your relationships. To go into college with an open mind and embrace this new experience and really put yourselves out there so that you grow as a person, which is part of the relationship with yourself, as well as the opportunity to meet new people and expand on your relationships too. Make your network grow while on your college campus, as well as avoiding any types of peer pressures that may make you feel like you're not fitting in when you're just in a new experience and you're trying to find your way. So thank you again. These are all great solutions and we can definitely make a difference. So let's go ahead and put them into action with some homework steps from Dr. Rachel.
First homework assignment is know your goals and be assertive. As I mentioned before, put yourself in a position where you can interact with professors and so that you bring value to the conversation. Advocate for yourself, make yourself stand out so that they're going to remember you. Second is relationships have costs and benefits. So make sure that you are weighing the costs and benefits of the relationships that you're in. And it can be helpful actually to write that down. And on the Smartte website, we actually have a decisional balance exercise that you can go ahead and use.
As always, this has been a great discussion, and I know that so many women across America will definitely get a lot of value from our conversation and discussion today. Thank you to Dr. Rachel, as well as to our outstanding college panel of young women here today. For more current topics on College Talk TV, please visit our website at iamsmart.com, as well as our YouTube channel, I Am Smart. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, live life smart.